Using a trusted real estate advisor is vital in a market where people are just worried about what's going on, because we can be that sounding board, we can be the voice of reason, we can be the sanity check. We can say, well, look, have you thought of this option? Have you thought of that option? Is the price right? We have access to all the necessary resources available to us to give you a good idea on the price and say that's about right for you. But equally, one has to just bear in mind what the buyer is looking for, and just, you have one mouth and two ears. Use them in proportion. So listen to what the buyer's looking for. And then it actually helps to actually go and see those buyers in their current homes, see where they're coming from. But it's there as a sanity check more than anything else.
You need a trusted real estate advisor, because if you invest in anything else, a large acquisition of anything else you do in your life, you get advice, you pay for professional advice, whether it's investing in the stock market, a doctor, a lawyer, anything. Why would you allow the seller to get professional advice, and yet you would wander in there without any personal representation, hoping you get it right? There are so many ways you can get it wrong in property. It is always sensible to have someone to check what you're doing and ensure that you're not making a blunder, and offer guidance and advice. Sometimes people do need a second opinion, just to check they're doing the right thing, to sense check things.
Because it's a very, very big subject, buying or selling or renting or letting, whatever we're doing. It's a very, very big subject. And I always say to my colleagues, the thing about property, whether it's sales or lettings, is it's a very, very easy job to do badly. It's actually a very, very difficult job to do well. And I think with buyers, sellers and landlords, quite often they come with a whole sort of preconceived notion of bad estate agency stories. So there's an element of trying to trip you up. I don't mean that horribly. It's just that, people are suspicious of our profession. And I think that you can just blow people away by your professionalism and your dedication.
Why is it important to have the reason it's important to have a trusted real estate a buying agent or an advisor at the moment is because the market has become more and more fragmented. Actually, a lot of people have left the big agencies like Knight Frank and Savills, gone on their own. And each of these people has a network of clients who are willing to sell, but are not willing to advertise. So going on the internet and just going through the portals, although we'll show you maybe 70% of properties, there is another big amount of properties that never get seen. And the more you're connected to the agents, the more you'll hear about things. So without that, it really becomes a full-time job. So if you're not working and you've got a lot of time on your hands, you like speaking to estate agents, then go for it. Otherwise, use me.
In London, you need a trusted real estate advisor because it's such a complex market. London is a collection of villages, and every area has nuances and different prices, and it could be a bit of a minefield. You can't necessarily trust your standard high street estate agent, unfortunately, to give you the best advice.
Because there are so many sharks out there, anybody can sell you anything these days. You need somebody that knows the market, you need somebody to help you if you're not totally versed. Even people that have a good idea of it are never totally versed.
In London, it's very important to have a trusted real estate advisor because we operate in a somewhat unregulated market. That means that there are a lot of agents in this city who promise a lot and fail to deliver. So I would say always look at experience, look at their track record, see who they've worked for and who they are, and that gives you a good indication whether the agent can be trusted.
You need a trusted real estate advisor because it's like going to the doctor. You don't Google what you have. You actually need factual information that tells you what you have, why, and what you can do to get yourself cured. This is exactly the same.
There are still no real barriers to entry, and so it's just all too easy to end up with some young buck who tells you a story in the certain knowledge that they'll have moved on and you won't be their client for long. I think you just need to go to people who are, like myself, experienced and sage, and will try to advise you for your true benefit.